down to mess me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Me up, drive me around in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. you stay, I can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. Back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I didn't do it 'cause I'm feeling so good. If I should stay or be alone, won't you make up your mind? 'Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make, and I can help you decide who you're loving now, and how I'm not quite there somehow. My intuition says to give you up, but my heart can't easily let you go. I try to tell myself this isn't love, and I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone. I'm just waiting for the fire, but you won't even.
Right then guys, hello and welcome to IFC Tier 2. Today we are in the Netherlands at this beautiful Zandvoort track, and what a race we have coming up for you today. And I am joined by XM. How are you today, mate?
Doing good, excited to see the race.
As you should be, mate. It's going to be an absolute cracker, this one. Cannot wait for it. Where's your sit up? Sorry.
Wait, what? Right, got that out the way now.
Yep, it's out the way. You should be fine. Right, Walking Chaos is the first man out on track, the AlphaTauri driver. This season, I think that's the best way to describe it at points, isn't it? I mean, yeah, I think that is one of the best ways to describe Walking Chaos's Tier 2 experience, of course, being a reserve in this tier. So, no, I'm not reserve. What am I on? He's not reserve in this tier. He is currently in P13 in the championship. He's got 6 points. But yeah, as I said, he's not done amazingly. He's not done badly. But yeah.
13th and 6th. 13th in the championship in 6 points in an AlphaTauri, exactly like me.
Difference is, he's actually fast. I'm joking.
Oh wow, thank you.
But one thing to note there, actually, is that Walking Chaos is not taking what is generally known as the faster line through turn 3, and Minute Elephant is doing the same. They're not taking the wide in, tight out, which normally is faster. You get a much longer run down towards. You get a much faster run. Sorry, down towards turn. I think it's 6. I think that little kink. The little kinks are 4 and 5. If not, it's turn 5. So you know what? Minute Elephant and Walking Chaos. Maybe that's the fast line, but I'm pretty sure going wide in, tight out is fast around here. I don't know whether you know about that one, XM.
Well, not just now, but I will have to learn, because I have got to race there next week. Um,
Well, yeah, we'll have to learn. Milking Chaos goes into first with a 10.5, and he'll have to improve on that one if he wants pole position today. I don't think that's what he's been looking for. But yeah, I think he'll have to improve on that one because tier 5, we're getting almost into the 10s, but actually looking like it, being like Walking Chaos' time is good as the 2 Ferraris across the line and went P2 and 3 with 10.6s and 10.7s respectively. Of course, these are only banker laps.
yep, I believe Liam, who came across the line, did have a purple sector one, but it's the medium compound tyres, and may have had the glitch as well of not actually being the quickest.
Yeah, that is possible. And Lau goes up into second place. Lau is a very, very fast driver. We've seen this in the past. His qualifying pace is amazing. I'm going to interrupt myself here to say that Bassi has gone fastest. The man who was leading the championship up until last week. Well, he's no longer leading the championship. He's down in P3 in that now. Not too far off of Koi, though, who's in second. And, of course, his teammate Jacob leading the championship, who's just gone P6. The Bassi, once again, looking very, very fast. Can Lau create an almost upset here today? Can he repeat his qualifying performances and possibly get himself a win?
Trying to see who's on a lap right now.
Briardi is on up. No, he's not. He's actually slowed down, hasn't he? Nifty slowed down. Lewinsky on a lap, recently changing to wheel, of course. Was tier 1, dropped down to tier 2, was replaced by his team owner, Arrows. And, well, let's see with this one as Lewinsky activates that DRS, starts heading down towards the line. What time to be for Lewinsky? And it's enough for P8, so definitely ought to improve on that. Bearing in mind, 2 medium runners are faster than him currently.
Yeah, these are not very competitive times, because I know I could probably... My soft pace could probably put me about 6th place, maybe 7th.
Yeah, I think my tier 5 qualifying now, because of course I didn't compete in tier 6 qualifying. I didn't have a great Austria race, did I? But I got about, I think it was 11.5 in qualifying. So yeah, these times aren't too great at the moment.
Yep, keep hyper away to start a lap time now.
Piper in the Mercedes, of course, had a lot of trust put on him, being put in, of course, the main Mercedes team alongside his fellow admin.
Oh, he's
Deaton
spun
today, and he spun it, and he's just managed to keep it out the wall. Very easy to do there. I did that once or twice this weekend myself. Yeah, very, very easy to do. That inside curb is...
Koyi using a lap time as well. Way to come over the middle sector split. Purple in sector 2. On the medium compound tyres.
And now Koi through the final corner, dips it in nicely. Very easy to spin around that corner. You have to be very careful to not do it. Of course, on older tyres as well, very hard to do. But of course, these guys are on fresh tyres. Koi moves up into P10, and not where second place man in the championship would want to be.
No.
Alright, extend your breathing's pretty loud there.
Oh,
It's like
sorry.
a tornado's going through your room. It's all good. With what's the storm? Eunice or something? Something like that. It's like you're recreating it in your mic.
Sorry, yeah, I kind of put it too close to my mouth.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, whatever that is, Aiden. Whatever that is. Gabe, what time can he put together here as he's dips it into turn 3? Again, taking what I believe to be the slower lap. Yeah, I'm looking at chat currently, Eli. I am looking at chat. And yeah, a 9.9 is a good lap. Jacob says that is his best. So watch out for that. Gabe goes off the track in that Haas. Of course, his first race back to league racing in a long, long time. Will be joining me on Tier 1 comms, where of course we will have a big, big announcement coming your guys' way. And well, make sure you tune in. one, you're going to have to wait and see. There's not many people who know about this. Not even my co-com sat next to me right now knows about this. And I don't actually think Gabe knows about it. So it's going to be news to him as well. So, yeah, make sure you tune in and you'll get Gabe's live reaction to the announcement. It's a big one. It's a very, very big one.
I'll make sure to watch it for sure.
Oh, Keep Piper makes a mistake. And another, he's really struggling as Keep Piper. He's going to pull into the pits. Hopefully he doesn't do an orbit. Of course, in the Mercedes in Tier 5, slammed into the pit wall. He manages to not do that. Bit of a rookie error that was from orbit, but Keep Piper manages to avoid it, but not with a great time so far.
We already come up to the line now. Let's see. P8, not the best time for the soft compound tires.
Yeah, I mean, not bad at all from Riyadi there. It's not what he probably would have wanted, but again, he is coming back from a big break. And again, not taking what I believe to be the faster line. Who knows? Oh, Kilger's off the track! And he's just about kept it out the wall. Kilger, of course, Tier 1 last season. And, well, he's back on the track.
I don't know how long is left of this session. Oh, no, man. 8 minutes.
Yeah, 8 minutes left. 8 minutes 30. Mint Elephant's gone up into P2. Of course, Tier 3 driver, Mint Elephant. So fast. Watch out for him, of course, in this one. Very, very close to Batty currently. I think he could fight for pole here. Well, he's already fighting for pole, isn't he? And, guys, Marcus, I want to ask you a question here. Do you know who won the last Netherlands race in Tier 2? I do not know. I wasn't in the league at the time, because the last time we raced Netherlands, it was the first ever season of IFC. Taken a whole year to come back here, but we're back. And, well, it should be a good race. Jacob up into P3 on the soft compound side. His first soft lap. 400ths behind Mint Elephant. Very, very close at the front there. 800 separates the top three.
Nifty Rock, I believe, maybe on a lap time here that might be competitive. Round the final banked corner.
Marcus has replied immediately. He said, Mac, after getting crashed by Bailey on lap 1, he did a comeback back up to first. How does he remember this? I can hardly remember what I had for breakfast. I don't know whether you're the same, XM. But, wow, great memory, Marcus there. So yeah, Mac won the last one, and he will be racing in Tier 1 later on today. Coy still on that medium compound tyre, looking to improve. He's coming through the last corner now, dips it into the banked long right-hander, the final corner of this 14-corner track. He crosses the line. What time will it be for Coy? And he goes up into P7. Very nicely done. So, controversial restart from Mint last time out. That's interesting. Well, last time out in Tier 2, Netherlands, of course. And Carsey was in that race and he didn't even get on the podium. I don't think you could believe that, seeing his pace in Tier 1 currently, could you?
Yeah, Carsey's very fast and very, very consistent recently. Obviously struggling to get that win in Tier 1, USA, I believe it was. I think it was an extra time penalty or something, no?
USA, I think he did get that win, yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he won that one.
Oh, my bad.
He got that one. He missed the first race that I believe he got that one. If I'm wrong, I am very sorry. But let's double check this, shall we?
I thought it was Stonks who got
yeah,
it.
Carsey did win USA. Stonks came, where did he come? P2.
Alright.
Stonks. Very consistent in the first 3 races, and then disqualification in Russia, didn't score points in Austria, then DNF'd in Japan. It's not been the greatest of races for him. Out of 10, what would I rate the announcement? Ooh, that's a tough one. 8 or 9. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Walking Chaos was just in reverse. Bit random.
Yeah, I think he spun. He was up. He was up. Well, he beat his time last time, of course. He has improved, and so has Jacob. Jacob now up into pole position, or provisional pole position, of course. He's almost in the 9s now. He's going to be looking to get within that very, very soon. And Pete isn't making it. Well, Peter's obviously been involved with it, but I am going to be making the announcement now. Only one saying what it is. Lewiski up into P7. He's looking much, much more at home in Tier 2. He's got the exact same time as Kilger. How often do you see that?
Very difficult, must say.
Now that's a bit of a rarity, isn't it? And somehow Lewiski is ahead. I think that's because if you go down to the millionth of a second, he is that slight bit better.
Zaki boy starting a lap now. Round the way to go into turn 1 hairpin.
Ducks it into turn 2, and then again, I think that's actually turn 2 in the end, but turn 3, again, not taking what I, again, believe to be the faster line. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but for some reason these guys not deciding to take the faster line and taking a much tighter line, which gives you less speed down towards turn 6. But he's up by a long, long margin now, is Zaki boy. Of course, his fastest lap so far came on the medium combat. Tire invalidates. He'll have to go round again and save some ERS here, because that ERS drops very, very fast. It's hard to get it back with the amount of long straights and high speed corners. Alan is on a slow lap. BRT Wolf heading into turn 1 now.
Nifty Rock also on a lap time in the middle sector.
Oh, slightly up at the moment is Nifty. Can he do any better? He's close to the split now. The split is, of course, at the end of this straight. He'll activate that DRS start, heading down towards the Sector 2 split with that DRS wide open. He's 4/10 up currently, is Nifty.
Invalidation.
Oh, he's invalidated.
Everyone coming out for their final lap times now. About 2 minutes left, so people will be starting to come out and fight for some slipstream on track.
Of course, Andy, you don't want too much a slipstream, because that, of course, turns into dirty air, and around some of the faster corners, you really need that downforce, so we'll watch out for that.
BRT Wolf.
Crosses the line 10 seconds slower.
BRT Wolf opening the DRS for the final straight. Was 1/10 quicker into P15. 1 position gained, I believe it was.
Yeah, it was. It's BRT Wolf not looking too strong around here. A decent way off of A. Landry as well. He's currently on his outlap. Not looking too great for Wolf. Callum's just coming out the pit lane. I would assume Matty would in a second as well. Kilgood's about to start his lap. Lewiski's just started. Here's Liam just coming out turn 3. Gets slapped of oversteer. He's got to keep going. He's got to just ride through this. Lau is down on his time currently. What's it going to be for Lau as he gets on the throttle, activates that DRS and comes towards the next sector split? He crosses it now. He's down by even more. Lau cannot keep up the pace here. He's got a 2/10 gap to Mint Elephant. I don't think he's gaining it all in this final sector.
45 seconds left. He would get 1 more lap time in, but unused tyres might not be the greatest.
Have to go for it though as he crosses the line now. Is it an improvement? It is just about an improvement. So somehow, even with a really bad, well, not a really bad sector 1 and 2, but a not great sector 1 and 2, he's managed to still improve. So there's definitely time in sector 1 and 2, as we saw.
Red Bulls are slipstreaming.
More time back.
Red Bulls are slipstreaming each other. Must be a team tactic there.
I think it is. Lewiski crosses the line and he is down. I think what's Coy on? He's just starting his lap as well. So yeah, the Red Bulls very close, giving each other slipstream. And that could turn bad for Koi in the near future, but that's the end of qualifying. The checkered flag comes out. Kilger doesn't improve on his final attempt. Who is about to cross the line? Next person to cross the line will be the...
Jacob and Bassi are next.
Well, yeah, it will be Jacob and Bassi, the Constructors' Championship leaders, first and third in drivers. What can Jacob do? He crosses the line, and he goes into a 10 flat. What can Bassi do? He crosses the line. He doesn't beat his teammate there. It's too slow for Bassi, unfortunately for him. Walking Chaos is down on his time currently. What can he put together? We'll have to put a hold on that as Lau is about to cross the line. No, he's not. He's run out of fuel. Well, pretty much run out of fuel, and will pull into the pits.
Walking Chaos. Oh, he's crashed.
Oh, hey Landry. Oh.
Walking Chaos has crashed and broke his wing, so that's qualifying over for him.
Unfortunate, very unfortunate for him there, who is now about to cross the line. That is the Red Bulls. Lewinsky crosses the line.
P7.
P7. Koi P6. Very nicely done from Koi. And it's only Callum left to go. He moves up into P13. A Landry we saw crashed. Gabe is down by 30 seconds. That is the end of qualifying. It's Jacob on pole. Bassi joining me on the front row. It's a front row lockout from the Alfa Romeo boys. Walking Chaos is third. Mint Elephant's fourth. Lau is fifth. Koi is sixth.
Oh no, Gabe's glitched.
Whiskey's eighth. Ian's ninth. And Kilger's 10th.
Gabe's glitched.
Oh, tell him to message him. Tell him to retire. But Walking Chaos, can he get his first podium of the season? He's definitely looking for it here, and looking fast in this one.
I've messaged him now. I think he did leave mid-session, so I think the timer must be a bit different.
Yeah, he did leave mid-session. He's now doing donuts, so he might look at his Discord now.
Yeah, I think he's got it.
And of course, another person who's not here today, who's kind of in the championship fight, is Vizza, not turning up again, and that will not help the FIFA YouTuber. Also, how did the other team owners allow Aiden to get Jacob and Bassi? That's a big steal.
Yeah, our team principal's clearly not thinking hard enough about who had the pace in this tier.
Clearly not, because there's 3 Ferrari Academy drivers in the top 4 and 4 in the top 10, looking very good for them. And of course, Zaki Boy in P14 and Gabe P19. They're not too bad Haas, of course, at only weak link, but Zaki Boy qualified on the medium, so watch out for him in the race. He might have some unbeknownst pace. Ah, right, yeah, you just got lucky. You got very lucky, but, you know, very, very good. Not luck at all, yeah? Not luck that Bassi chose Alfa Romeo and then you just had first pick as well. Oh, yeah, you wanted to drive for you because you're the best team boss. Alright, good joke, good joke. Clearly Carsey. Clearly Carsey.
Personally, I don't care because I don't drive for anyone.
You know, I actually think Marcus was the best ever. I think Marcus, that Merc Academy run by Marcus, that's the best.
Mac was also very good.
And of course,
as a
there
team
is no
principal.
formation lap, so we're going straight away here. 5 red lights, and it's go, go, go here in the Netherlands, and Jacob gets a good start. A very good start, in fact. Walking Cows trying to go around the outside of Bassi into turn 1. Can he make this one work? He's going to try and hold on around the outside. Still putting the pressure on the Alfa Romeo driver. He gets touched and he goes off. Very much off the track. He hit the wall. That'll be damage to Walking Chaos. But we look forward again. Lau makes a move on Mint Elephant down into turn 3. Very nicely done from him. Can Elephant make the move back on him? He's going to look for it, but you can't make a move into here. She's going to have to back out once again. And we'll see all of the drivers go one by one. There's no way anyone's going to make a move through this little section.
A good start from Gabe, up 5 positions already.
Very, very good from Gabe then, up 5 positions is very, very well done. As now Wolf's going to try and go around the outside. Hey, Landry's not managed to make that one work. Has to drop behind. Zaki Boy drops to last.
Now side by side, Wolf and A. Landry stays as the same.
Let's have a look at the lead. Bassi won't be going for a move on Jacob. There's no way they would do that currently. They're still trying to win that constructors. Of course, they are fighting each other in the drivers, but they'll want to get away from
nifty spawn
before they go for any stupid moves.
Nifty S-spawn.
Oh, nifty.
Into the pits goes Zaki Boy. And nifty, I'd guess, as well now.
Most likely very easy to do, but yeah. The Risky actually dropping off of Key Piper now. Key Piper really holding on to these front guys. He's absolutely smashing it. Can Key Piper hold on to Koi? Can he get ahead of Koi? We haven't really seen him this high up consistently so far this season, as we already spun. And down the order he goes. He's going to drop another place. No, he's not quite going to drop another place. Matty's going to make a move on Deaton, though. Due to that, can he get ahead? He's going to go down the inside, and he makes it work. Deaton drops down to P17 due to having to brake because we are the entry. The reason there is no formation lap is there was no formation lap was because we had some glitches and we didn't want it to ruin the racing. So yeah, no formation lap today. We might bring it back for next week. That is a possibility. Lau sets fastest lap then. He's catching the front two. BRT Wolf then sets fastest lap after him. And Wolf is on a mission. Landry gets ahead of Gabe. Down the inside he goes. Can he get a good enough exit to stay ahead here? Yes, he can. Nicely done from Landry. Can Wolf make a move on Liam? I don't think he quite can. He makes a mistake. That's not the line you want to be taking. And he will lose a bit of time here. It is impressive how the top 8 are keeping in the DRS. It's actually quite hard to around here with the amount of tight corners there are. Fast tight corners,
Walking Chaos is out.
In the pit lane. So that won't be a safety car, luckily for us. And now we've got the top 14 all with DRS on each other. This is what we like to call in the business a DRS train.
Let's hope it's a bit better than real life.
Let's hope so. Nosman goes down the inside of Gabe. That's not a good idea, but he goes to the switchback, does the Alpine. No, he can't manage to make it work. Can't get himself up the order, just like another Alpine driver managed to do in Tier 5, not naming any names in the slightest. Jacob in the lead currently. If you didn't get that joke, watch the race. I won. Anyway, Bassi is in second place. Jacob leading, and it's these two fighting it out in the championship at the moment. And their other championship rival that's in the top 5 has dropped out the DRS of the rest of the top 5 here. Can he get back within it? Just about does, but he's having to drain his ERS to do so, and that's not what you want to be doing around here. You don't really gain it back, do you, XM?
No, very difficult to gain it back. You need safety cars to get your battery charged back up. Obviously, you do get a bit more percentage back from the pit stop, but very difficult to charge it back here.
And then everyone just kind of sitting there at the moment. No one going for any moves. Too risky this early in the race, I think. They're not willing to risk the car, risk their any points. And Kilger is disconnected. What's happened to Kilger? He's lagging all over the place is what's happening to Kilger. Callum just got ahead of him, but Kilger drops ahead of him again. This is not good for Callum. He's going to have to dance around the lagging Kilger if he wants to make that move. And Coy has well and truly dropped outside of that DRS range now. He's 6/10 outside of it. He's really got to get pushing if he wants to get back within it. XM, who do you see taking this one?
One of the Alfa Romeos for sure. I'm just depends who gets luckier with the DRS, I guess. Cause I couldn't really pick between the two Alfa Romeo drivers right now.
No, neither. They are very, very close on pace. Aiden, if they do start going for moves, Aiden's nails will be sanded down by his teeth faster than you can say sand. So I think the Alfa Romeo drivers, they've got to be careful here. But you know what, they are very, very good drivers, so we shouldn't see any tangles between them. But if we do, it will most definitely be Hamilton-Rosberg-esque.
Indeed. Now we've got to be careful now because we will keep Hyper all over Koyu now, a bit closer than last lap.
Bassi goes down the inside of Jacob, and Jacob just lets him. They're just switching positions. So no fighting going on there. Jacob doesn't want to risk the car, so Bassi just goes down the inside. Jacob lets him through, and the Alfa Romeos switch positions at the front.
Wow, nearly went for a move there on Jacob as well there.
Well, he thought about it, didn't he? But unfortunately for him, not quite close enough to make it work. Jacob's very close to Bassi there. Dipped a wheel on the grass, did Jacob. Trying to make sure he didn't hit the back of Bassi, and he managed to make sure he doesn't. Ricciardi's got a 5-second penalty for seating in the pit lane, and he's retired in the pits as well. Not the best of days for Ricciardi. Not a great return, is it?
Now he'll be hoping to come back stronger at Baku next week.
Baku, an even trickier track, so you know what, I think it's going to be a hard one for them. Walking Chaos has left after a lap 1 retirement for him. And it's not Walking Chaos, it's almost the same story every week. He has a good quali and then it all goes wrong from there. It's the same for both AlphaTauri drivers, but one of them, Lau, is close to making a move on Jacob. Can he make this one work? Callum gets ahead of Kilger. Can Lau make the move? He's not close enough. Jacob almost thought about a move on Bassi, you could tell there. Decided against it again. Doesn't want to risk the car as now Wolf goes down the inside of Kilger. Who's going to come out on top here? The Alpine driver down the inside. Gets the better exit and gets ahead, does Wolf. Very, very nicely done. And I think we've had our first lappy of the race. Saki Boy has been lapped.
Yeah, just doesn't seem to have the pace on the newer mediums. Just doesn't seem to have the pace in general, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's struggling with the consistency around here. Again, it's a hard track to be consistent at. I won and I was ridiculously inconsistent. So, yeah, it's just one of those tracks where everything that can go wrong normally does go wrong for every driver. It's unusual that it doesn't. So we'll watch out for that. As I think Gabe has spun. Is that Gabe? No, it's not Gabe. Zaki Boy has spun again. That Haas driver not having a fun time in the slightest.
No, but Jacob quite close to Bassi.
He's going to go for the move down the inside here. Bassi not defending. And I think again, no, Bassi is defending. He's late on the brakes. The Alfa Romeo drivers go side by side here through turn 1. Jacob on the outside and he drops behind again, does Jacob. Bassi holding on to the position. Very good driving from the Alfa Romeo drivers, but I think, again, not willing to risk the car was Jacob. So didn't want to go for the move into turn 3, and of course that slight kink of turn 2. It's a dangerous place to be going side by side, especially with those curves being as deadly as they are.
The Saki Boy is now retired after difficult opening phase of this race, and I believe just Lewiski may have got some wing damage because he has dropped all the way back and just came out to pit lane.
Yeah, he must have got some kind of wing damage, although he could be pitting via strategy. He might have burnt up his tyres during qualifying and has had to pit early. Kilger's looking for a move on Wolf here. Can he make this one work? Both have DRS, so I don't think it's going to work for him. No, it's not. Wolf holds on to P8 for the time being.
There's a slight problem. Zaki Boy retired in the pit lane and his cars came back out the pits and just pulled over.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't bring out a safety car for that. We're all good.
Alright.
We're all good. Jacob may be going for a move on Bassi this time round. No, he's going to stay behind. And Lau, I think, will be getting more annoyed as he goes along. He knows the two Alfa Romeos are in front of him. He knows how fast these guys are. He wants to be clearing them fast, but he just can't manage to get ahead due to the fact that they're playing a team game at the moment, all the Alfa Romeos. And Koi's got himself some clean air. He's got 2 seconds ahead of him and over a second behind him. Koi can now just race his own race, stay there, and if he stays where he is currently, take home a nice 10 points.
Every little helps when you're in a championship race. You obviously won't like to see that his two championship rivals are first and second right now, though.
No, he won't. He'll be a bit annoyed by that, and of course they're in the current scenario where Bassi will be getting the more points, and Bassi's the one who's further behind currently. So that would mean that Koi does get overtaken in the drivers' standings. Of course, he's got a 10-point lead. Well, not lead, but he's 10 points ahead of Bassi currently, I believe. So would want to stay ahead of him, but as it stands, I don't think would stay ahead of him due to, well, he won't stay ahead of him due to Bassi getting 15 more points than him. But if he was P2, he'd only be getting 8 more. Kilgore and Wolf down the inside into turn 1. They touch. Wolf almost loses it, but Wolf with great car control there manages to hold on to it, but does lose the position. And again, I don't see why they're taking this line. I don't think it's the faster line here. I really don't, but who knows. It must be.
I don't go too low, but I don't go too high. Like, I stay quite middle of the hairpin.
See, I go far right, well, not really far right, but I go a little bit more right than everyone else right at the beginning, brake a little later, then make it kind of a V shape, cut it off, so you accelerate much earlier, carry so much more speed down the straight, and you really catch up, getting all that time back that you lose and taking it a little bit wider. That's what I found anyway. So
yeah,
who knows?
Might try that out. Deton has just spun again as Jacob does pull into the pits now. Lau might be able to attack Bassi now.
Piper follows him in. So, yeah, of course, Lau will be trying to attack Bassi next time round. Will the undercut or the overcut work best? It's quite a short track, so normally the overcut will work. Undercut only works most of the time if you're at a long track where you've got a lot of time to get pushing ahead. And of course, Jacob is now, it's sod's law that he's now stuck behind a slower driver in Matty as well.
I think
go for a move. He's right behind him. Is he going to make this? Surely not. This is not an overtaking opportunity. No, he doesn't go for it.
I think what's best for Koyi now is to try get a safety car. Just stay out on these tyres as long as he can get a safety car. It's the only way he could maybe try contend with his rivals today.
Yeah, he doesn't seem as fast. Obviously, a bit of luck can help, and yeah, a safety car would be a godsend for him at this stage. Jacob now with the DRS will try and make a move on Matty, but this has really slowed him down. He won't even make a move, and this is not helping out Jacob's undercut hopes. And the top three have stayed out once again, but Koi pits. He's going for the undercut.
Interesting decision. I'm not sure. I think I might have just tried to get a safety car, go as long as I can, but maybe his tyres were dead.
Maybe, as we see Jacob does go past him, and Jacob does go past Matty as well. So that is the end of Jacob being held up. And Koi will he be held up by his teammate? I don't think he will. No, they perfectly timed that at Red Bull. And Koi could help Lewiski stay ahead of Keep Hyper as well. That could be a big team play there.
Yeah, Keep Hyper on the hards though. I'm not sure. I think the game must have glitched the strategy or something, because I don't think the hards is the tyre they'd want to be on right now.
I think he had to pit early and decided, you know what, I'm still going for a one-stop. I'm going for the hards here. Of course, a two-stop is what lots of people go for. But yeah, keep deciding. One stop is what he wants, soft hards. Interesting decision, but he's gone for it. Kilgore will be looking for a move for 4th place, but Lau will be looking for a move for the lead here. He uses that DRS heading down towards turn 1. He pulls out. We'll have to go around the outside here. Late on the brakes are the pair of them. Who's going to come out on top? Will it be the Alpha or will it be the other Alpha? It's going to be the other Alpha, the Alfa Romeo.
Oh no, I'm getting a call right now from Active Wolf.
Interesting, of course, Tier 6 Championship winner last season. So yeah, have a... I'll probably just ignore him, mate.
I'll message him after his calls, because I own a league with him, it's just I don't race in it anymore. He's probably just, because the lobby needs set up right now, he's probably asking me something.
Probably just, yeah. Anyway, Bassey still leading. Lau is going to look for a move here. Can he make this one work? He is going to be pushing his heart out, Will Lau. He knows this is his opportunity, but he also knows if he messes this up, Mint Elephant will be right through and he'll be down to P3, and that's not what he'll be wanting. Also, I think a possibility is that Jacob's going for a 2-stop and Bassey, Lau and Mint are all going for a 1-stop here. That's why they're staying out for so long. I think that is actually what's happening. So Lau's going to pull out to the side. Can he make this one work this time? He's late on the brakes once again. Bassey has the inside once again, and I think Lau is going to miss out once again. Yes, he is. Pretty much the same thing as last lap. Lau cannot make his way through here. Right, so he might be dumping a little bit of my ERS to help myself through, but he's decided I'm going to keep it all and I'm going to be using that. Koi's got to make a move on Matty now. Of course, Matty held up for Jacob earlier on. How fast can Koi get through? I think it's going to be a while for Koi, because he's behind him at the exact same point as Jacob was. Sorry for that. I accidentally called part of my part of my headphone out. Not exactly what you want, is it? Hey, Kilgore on Wolf now. Can he make the move? Oh no, they crash! Wolf's out. Kilgore's got no front wing. Well, he's got part of his front wing missing, and that's surely.
Oh, Gabe spun.
Oh, okay. You've already got distracted by Kilgore pretty recklessly, actually, coming back on track. But yeah, not good for Gabe at all. This race has been one to forget. Surely we're having a safety car. That was a big, big crash.
No safety car, it looks like.
Bassey and Lau pull into the pits. I think they're expecting a safety car here. Then Elephant stayed out. There's no safety car. So if they were expecting a safety car and this wasn't their strategy, it's gone very much wrong for those guys. Nossman pulls in. Jacob sets fastest lap and does the undercut. They took too many laps to decide, but they do have fresher tyres, much fresher tyres in fact. So let's see what happens here. If you guys have any predictions to the race, please.
Oh, Laos came behind Koi. That might not help him.
Koi's done the undercut as well. So Koi will be looking for a move on Bassey here, and he's really shot himself up into contention. That undercut has worked very nicely, and Kilgore's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And I think Keep Hyper has just spun as well. He drops down to P11. They're all one-stopping. Aiden, I don't know. Okay, they're all one-stopping. I just feel like, well, yeah, they're all one-stopping now, aren't they? But they could have gone for a 2-stop if they wanted to.
Mint has to pit.
A longer one. Yeah, Mint still has to pit, of course. He's not pitting yet. He's staying out a long, long time.
Trusting for a safety car.
Not gonna lie, I've never managed to get those, that amount of laps. I've tried before and they never make it for me. But of course, these guys are much, much better than me. So you would expect that, wouldn't you? As Lau's gonna look for a move on Koi here. Is he close enough? No, he's not. He lifts off way before the corner. Braking very early, making sure he doesn't hit the back of Koi, doesn't ruin his race, and he will stay in P7. Nets P4.
But I've seen Jacob still similar pace, so despite the older tyres, Jacob's not slowing down. But Bassey is starting to close a little bit, but just minorly.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for him to catch up that fast. Of course, Bassey and Jacob, very, very similar in terms of pace. You see that fluctuating constantly, but it's not really moving in one direction or another. You can see it's very, very slowly moving in Bassey's favour, but yeah, not exactly moving fast here. Is that Delta?
Mint
now
finally
then,
pitting.
Mint pits. Yes, he is pulling into pits. Where will he come out? I don't think he's going to be looking too good. Let's have a quick look at the gap to the leader. No, he's going to be down, possibly even behind Lewinsky here.
Yeah, I think
he'll
he'll
be the right decision for the Tier 3 Championship leader.
I think he might fall between the Red Bull and the Aston Martin of Liam.
Let's have a look at Lewinsky now. He's coming through turn. He's just about to break for turn 1. And as we see, Mint Elephant is just coming out of turn.
Got ahead of the Williams. Just ahead of Matty.
That's perfect. That's what Mint needed.
That's what Mint needed.
Mint needed. exactly what he needed, of course, because Coy and Jacob both got caught behind that Williams. He's got ahead of him, and we'll start pushing onto the back of Lau and Coy and Bassi, and then eventually they'll catch Jacob, and it's just Callum now to pit, but he is on the medium compound tyre. He's going to be staying out for another 7 laps, if not more.
I know he'll want a safety car right about now before Jacob starts catching up to him.
Yeah, he'll be wanting a safety car as soon as Jacob gets within his DRS range. That's exactly when he'll want it. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Of course, every driver has 2 sets of mediums. So if you have a safety car now, I think we'll see everyone pit onto a second set of mediums. But that would screw Callum completely over. He won't want a safety car now because it would mean he can't get soft to the end. He'll have to put on another set of mediums, but he has to pit again. He'll have to pit again anyway because he won't have used 2 sets of different compounds of tyres. If you don't know, in a race you have to use 2 different compounds, and for each race there is a soft, medium and hard compound. Soft compound is faster, doesn't last as long. Medium compound is of course the middle ground, and the hard compound tyre lasts for ages but has much less grip. And we have a safety car. Callum is in the worst position possible.
Oh no, he'll gain a few positions, I think.
Callum, no he won't. He's currently in first, and he is on the medium compound tyre. As I was just explaining, the medium compound tyre, unfortunately, as like I predicted it, medium compound tyre, he has to go onto another set. He has to go onto a different compound before the end of the race. And only mediums can make the end. We've got almost 20 laps left in this one. Maybe he can get us off the end, but they're not going to be feeling too good. Excellent.
Callum.
With your monitor.
Oh, sorry.
What's going on?
It's fine.
Callum does pull into the pits. Oh, you've got a massive echo. Sorry, excellent. Massive echo.
Oh no. Great.
Sorry, yeah, Callum has to pull onto the hard. That's unfortunate for him, but he pulls in onto that hard compound tyre, and he's dropping down the order. Matty's decided he's going to stay out here. The risky 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's not what he would have wanted. He was having a decent race, and that has all gone to pot. Landry will get ahead of Lewiski, good for him, and this will allow Deaton right onto the back of the pack again when he was actually pretty close to being lapped. So life-saving safety car for Deaton and for Keith and for Kilger.
Is it a spatter?
That is much better.
Right, good.
Much better. Alright then guys, if you have any predictions for the race, please do put them in the chat. Who do you think is going to get the top 3? And XM, I don't think your prediction will have changed.
No, I think Bassey's the favourite now with the younger tyres.
I would agree. I would definitely agree with that one. But I think the top 3, it's you've got Jacob, Bassey, Coy, Lau, and Mint Elephant all right in there, and you never know. Callum's tyres could be much better at the end, and that could hold him in this one. We'll have to wait and see, won't we?
Yep. Although Lau could also maybe get the last spot on the podium. The younger tyres, maybe Mint as well.
Even younger, yeah. It's going to be an interesting one. Could we see a Bassey Lau Mint podium? That's how you would think it would be with the with how old the tyres are. But we'll have to wait and see. We will. Only time will tell with that one. The Whiskey's pulled into bits again. Smart from him. Get rid of the 5-second penalty, and he's heading on to the softs. I mean, they can make it. So fair enough. Just. They're not going to be feeling too great at the end, but they can make it. I know that.
Be close between Kilgore and Lewiski. And Kilgore's got it.
Yeah, he has. Kilgore ahead of Lewiski and Deaton. Coming into the pits again here. I don't understand why, but he's in the pits again. Does he have to serve a 5-second penalty?
No.
No is the answer. He's just heading onto a fresh set of mediums. Oh, smart from Deaton. What he's done is he was on mediums from the start. He's put it onto the hards for a lap. He has done what he needs to do in terms of using a different compound. He's switched back onto the mediums again because he has a fresh set. He's completely within the rules. He hasn't lost a position, and he's on the better compound tyre. Now that is what you call smart.
My mic's too loud, apparently.
Yeah, I've turned you down. Don't worry.
Alright.
Yeah, big brain from Deaton there. Very, very smart of him to do. If you guys hear some rain, that is because I'm directly underneath a diagonal window, which isn't very helpful when it's blowing a gale and raining and everything. So, yeah. You probably shouldn't be able to hear it, but if you do, that is why. I'm not in the toilet.
I've not heard anything so far.
That is wonderful then, and if we do cut out again, blame the storm, not me. We shouldn't cut out. That should be fine.
Yeah, I think the key factor is now how warm will Jacob's tyres be by the end compared to the rivals behind him, and Koyi's as well.
Well, I think, these laps have helped them 100%. These laps under the safety car have meant that they can just stretch their tyres out even more. They'll be fresher by the end, all of that. Liam has pulled into pits. He's going on to the softs now as Liam, so he's going for the aggressive strategy. Of course, the softs can now make the end, and we should be going again at the end of this lap, and we'll be under green flag racing on lap 22 of 36 here in the Netherlands, and we are down for a fun one here. Let me double check whose home race is this. I think we have a decent amount of people whose home race this is. So yeah, Sebastian currently sat in second place. It is his home race here. Third place in the championship is his home race, and it was his home race as well. It's not gone too well for him today, and I think that's actually it. Much more in Tier 1, who they've got a lot riding on them.
Yep, very large amount of Dutch people in the IFC server.
We've got a big Dutch community, and it's wonderful to have. And safety car will be in this lap, and Landry spun under safety car, so he's got to quickly catch up again, and he's just hit the DRS polystyrene board. But here we go. Jacob will lead us off in the Alfa Romeo. He'll be in a party with Bassi and telling him exactly when he's going to go, so those two will get a perfect start. It's all about how good of a start Coy can get behind them. Matty gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with Callum. I think Callum hit the back of him. That's normally how it works in those incidents, but it might not have been. And here we go. Jacob along the banking as he goes. We're on board with Bassi. When will Jacob decide it's time to go? He's gone, and it's a bad start from Bassi. Coy almost immediately gets past him here. Coy down the inside into turn 1. I think he's got the move on the Dutchman. Yes, he has. He's up into second place and will start chasing down for the lead here. Lau almost going for the move on Bassi. Can't manage to make that one work. Coy gets the snap oversteer. Lau trying to go around the outside still. Can't make that work. Kilgore and Key Viper side by side. Still side by side. Last time, Kilgore went side by side with someone. It didn't end very well, but he's managed to back out this time. And, Key Viper's backed out this time, and it's not going to end badly for them. Everything is fine. Liam has made a place at the start. Landry is very much behind, and Lewiski also behind. I don't know what happened to Lewiski. Do you have any idea?
I'm not sure what has happened. I think he was already down in the order, and I think he did. I did see he had a 5-second collision. I think maybe, or no, that was before. I'm not sure. I think he must have had a collision, then safety car restart or something.
Yeah, he must have had some kind of collision. There's no way you get that far behind. But he's managed to catch up because, of course, everyone going much slower because they are very close. Oh, Liam spins at the second last corner. He's reset to track. If someone wants to give him a penalty, that is the easiest way to do so. Matty is dropping down the order as fast as Prince Andrew's reputation went down the drain after that interview back in 2019. I think it was 2019 anyway. That was a bit off topic, but who cares? Coy close to Jacob now, and he's dropped Bassi. Bassi somehow has lost pace here. he's struggling a decent amount. What has happened to Bassi? Coy and Jacob now in a 2-horse race for the lead, it looks like. Who can come out on top? Coy will have the DRS once again, of course. And they're on very, very closely knit tyres as well. Coy with 1 lap fresher tyres, but we know he wasn't looking as fast earlier on in the race. Who can come out on top? DRS not quite activated quite yet, but it will be next lap. Yeah, Jacob will probably stay on the mediums until the end. That would be my prediction. I've just seen XM. That's also your prediction as well. I wouldn't think he'd want to come in again because, of course, that safety car has allowed him to extend it and allowed him to keep going with it. And Bassi is back within that DRS range and is looking pretty strong here on the back of Coy. So that must have just been a little blip, although he's dropped back out of it again. Is Coy dropping his DRS here? I think he might be.
Coy's still using the ERS. Empty tank, while Bassi still has about 3/5 of his battery left.
This could be the second time this weekend where a Red Bull driver loses the win due to poor ERS management. Of course, the first time happening in Tier 5. Could Coy lose this victory due to the fact he just doesn't have enough ERS to attack at the end of this one? It's looking likely. He's only got 13%. He's just gone through a pretty heavy braking zone.
Something I do miss about this game is the rich and lean mix. I really like that element to the game, but obviously with the new engine rules for the race, it obviously makes sense to have it removed.
Yeah, of course they removed the engine modes because they thought that Mercedes were using those too effectively. So instead they removed that one, and it actually affected the likes of McLaren quite significantly. Actually, keep Hypers off! Oh no! It's really not going well for him today, is it? And Matty, when is this man going to pit?
I think he did pit on like lap 1, maybe he thinks he could get these tyres. Yeah, I think maybe he thinks he could get these tyres to the end, but I'm not sure.
No, he hasn't pitted yet. No, he hasn't pitted yet.
Oh, right.
Only driver who hasn't.
Kilgore's spun.
Oh, Kilgore's off! Oh, it's all going wrong for many, many drivers today. It's not Kilgore's day, that's for sure. One of the people who was fighting for the championship as well, and it's just not gone very good, has it?
Not at all, and Bassi has once again dropped outside the DRS, but I think he's just got the detection point.
No, he hasn't. He has not got the detection point. So he'll be dropping further behind after this DRS zone as well. What can Bassi do to stay within it? Any tiny mistake will send him back over that line, and any amazing driving from Coy will send him over as well. I think Bassi will just have it down the start-finish straight, but it's touch and go for Bassi at the moment.
Yep, after that miscommunication with his teammates, he just seems to have struggled.
Maybe lost a little bit of confidence, so I know a little mistake can really send you off. You probably know that more than me, XM, with you've raced in much higher tiers than me, but it will be interesting to see whether that is the reason. If he does get a podium, we'll ask him, of course, at the end if we have enough time. With only 10 laps to go in this one, it's looking more and more likely that it will be an Alfa Romeo double podium, but of course penalties are a thing. If they go over the track limits one too many times, it's kind of over for them. XM, would you be able to check the penalties of the top 5?
No penalties for the top 7 at all.
Oh no, sorry, warnings. You'll check the warnings.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. That's my bad. Keep Hyper is out, and he's crashed. Will we have another safety car?
Jacob has 0 warnings.
Oh, that's very good from Jacob.
Coy has 2 warnings on the same lap.
Oh, safety car. They're all pulling in. Here we go. Double stack from Alfa Romeo it will be. I think Bassi's going to lose even more time here. This is not good for Bassi. Coy will be served quickly, but Coy will be held in the pit lane here. Actually, only slightly. That was pretty much fine for Coy. Yeah, he's got the place back. And right behind, and Bassi has lost almost. Will he lose 2 places? Oh, almost lost 2 places there. That was very close for Bassi. He will. Oh, Liam didn't pit, so yes, he will lose 2 places. Jacob, the only one of that previous top 5 to not lose a position. He comes out ahead of Liam, And Coy has got one more overtake he needs to make now.
So Lau and Jacob.
Notsman is on the mediums.
Interesting. Lau and Jacob currently on 0 warnings. Bassi is on 1 warning. And Liam is on 1 warning, and Koyi is on 2 warnings.
So Coy riding the limit here. He's got to be very, very careful in these final 10 laps. He's riding right on that limit. He's got to make sure he doesn't make one more mistake, otherwise, well, his chances of a podium are pretty much over in that one mistake. But this has really reset the grid now. I think Kilger will pull in. There's no reason he should still be on 13 lap old softs. I don't know why he'd stay on those.
He will have to worry as well because A. Landry has a drive-through penalty.
Yeah, so he won't end up losing a position, so he'll be fine. But he's really got to pull in now. Safety car won't be coming in this lap because it's only been out for 1 lap. But yeah, Kilger has now got the chance to pit and should be going for it. And we might be able to see some great moves from him in this one. And Deaton is up into the points after almost being lapped earlier on in this race. And XM, you've got to echo again. Yeah, Nosman, Kilger and A. Landry will pull into the pits. And what do you think these guys can do, XM?
It's going to be difficult, obviously. Difficult track to overtake, but obviously they will have the 1 lap fresher soft, but on their safety car won't make much difference, but they might have a few % extra to spare and get the extra grip to make an overtake or 2.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see whether he does have that to go. And of course, well, every driver's on a level playing field except from one man, Liam. He hasn't pitted. He's on 6 lap old softs. The only man to not be on fresh softs. Will that make a difference?
Will make a bit.
How much difference will that make?
It'll make a bit of a difference. Like for the first few laps, these guys behind him will be a lot quicker than him. After a few laps, the gap should not be too big. And maybe at the end it might get a bit larger again as his tyres start to fade.
Yeah, of course his tyres will be on about 10 lap. They'll be on about 16 lap old. This safety car, of course, helping. But safety car in this lap. Here we go. Jacob will lead from the front again. We'll be able to tell Bassi, who's currently in 5th, when he's going, so that could help out Bassi this time. Obviously didn't work in his favour last time. They missed communication from them. But if he gets to tell Bassi can jump out and possibly even Coy off of this restart if he gets a good enough one. And Jacob, he knows exactly what to do. He's going to wait here until he's probably just about past the banking. You don't really want to be suddenly accelerating on the banking. And Liam's got to make up a little bit of a gap here. Here we go. Jacob warming up those tyres. What can he do? And he's gone. Good start from him. And Coy right next to Liam. He's not quite overtaken him before the line. That is crucial. He'll go down the inside into turn 1. And he'll take the place.
Lau's through as well.
Hold on to the 3rd place. He's going to try his absolute hardest. No, he can't. Lau is through. And Bassi is really struggling at the moment. He's still behind. Can Liam hold on to this position? He's going to try. He gets a good exit. Bassi also gets a good one. Bassi's going to try and go side by side. No, he's not. He's being very careful here with Bassi. He knows what's at stake. He's been in this position before. And this time, he's going to make sure he wins this championship. He might have won the championship before. I don't actually know. And I know he's been in the fight for one. Definitely.
Mint Elephant will have to try and get the move on with these overtakes to get back up to Bassi. Very underrated driver, I see Mint Elephant as. Oh, he's off!
Oh, well, he's gone off! Oh, Mint, that's not what you want to see from the Tier 3 Championship leader. Not showing much maturity there, not the maturity we know he has. And also coming back onto the track very dangerously. That could end up in a penalty for him, bearing in mind Deaton will be right on that, being an admin himself, of course. And now Deaton down the inside will look for the move. Is he close enough to make it? He's going to dive down the inside. He does go for it, but he decides to back out at the last second.
I think I gave Mint the commentator's curse.
Yeah, I think you did. You said, very, very good driver, going around the outside and messes up.
Yeah, my bad.
Not your fault that he made a mistake, mate. And this is not helping Bassi. Being stuck behind Liam, that gap is now 1.6 seconds to Lau, and Bassi's chances of a podium are slowly falling away. Actually, not even slowly, very quickly being fading away here. And Bassi not close enough to make a move here, but DRS will be activated as they cross the line. So can Bassi make the move? Of course, the next DRS point from when it gets activated is where they've just gone through. So he's got to wait a while to use it, but it will help him. Most definitely. Jacob gets fastest lap. He is absolutely flying here, and we should see Koi be able to start fighting him in the near future. DRS enabled, 5 laps to go. 6 laps to go, actually. And Mint's got to try and go around the outside of Lewiski here. He makes another mistake. Mint is not having a good end of race here, is he? Matty ahead of Deaton. Can he make the move? Yes, he can. He is up ahead of the Mercedes driver, who's just trying to hold on to any points he physically can at this stage.
Kilgore's past Deaton.
Oh, Deaton makes a mistake. Oh no, Deaton. Oh no, not good. Oh, Nossman spun into the wall. He's lost part of his front wing. He'll have to pit, and that will allow Landry up into P12. But I don't think Deaton's going to get any points now. We do have yellow flags for that Nossman incident, but it won't be a safety car. Bassi so close to Liam. Liam is going to have to pull out the defending of his life here if he wants to hold on to P4. I don't think he'll be able to, but he's going to try his absolute best.
Bassi gets a better exit.
Well, Bassi's absolutely flying right behind Liam in the slipstream, pulls out to the side, so much overspeed, and he is up into people.
Landry.
And Landry spun. And it's a spin on the inside of the banked corner. Is this a late safety car, possibly? I've seen it before. Is it going to be a late safety car? I don't think it will be.
Yes, it's virtual.
Enough. It's a virtual. It's a virtual. Will it be up to a full?
No. I don't believe so.
No, it won't. Car's already gone. So you have a virtual safety car. Slows everyone down. This is not helping Bassi at all. Oh, no. He's still 3.5 seconds behind. And will stay 3.5 seconds behind at the end of the virtual safety car. And it's just an extra little bit of time where he can't gain. I'm guessing virtual safety car's ending because Bassi started accelerating. Or not. He's actually having to back off again.
Wish there was like a thing on the commentator screen that you could like see the delta time.
Yeah, I wish I could see the delta time, but unfortunately we can't. So Bassi just having to manage it. When will it be ending? You normally see everyone getting about a 2-second delta and then going for it. Lau gets a drive through. So does Koi. This has blown the race wide open.
Bassi's back in it.
Bassi's back in it. So is Liam and Lewiski. Can we see Lewiski on the podium here? If he can get ahead of Liam, it's his to take. Could we see a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo? I'm pretty sure we will. It's now all about who will be joining the Alfa Romeos on the podium. Will it be Liam? Will it be Lewiski? Will it be Elephant? Will it be Kilgore? It won't be Matty. Could possibly Callum make that? I don't think he
Koi
can.
has 3 seconds.
Oh, he's got a 3-second and a drive-through. This is not going well for Koi. He will not be scoring points here today. Took too many risks under the virtual safety car, and that screwed him over. Same with Lau. These guys will not be scoring points, and this race, they've been in the front the whole time. One tiny mistake has thrown them right to the back.
Well, you have to be very careful on your delta. You need to keep focused at all times during the VSC especially.
I always keep mine on plus 2 seconds. I don't care if it loses me time. I know it's not going to give me a drive through. And that's all I really, I think that's all people should really care. Lau's retired. He knows it's over for him. And Lewinsky, oh no, it's not gone well for Lewinsky either. He's reset to track. He was tapped by Liam. But this is not going well for the people I'm saying are going to be on the podium. Liam might be able to hold on to this. I think he might get a penalty for that collision there. But will Mint Elephant allow Kilger the podium? If they both get past Liam, who will take the podium for Ferrari? Will it be the permanent driver or will it be the reserve? I personally think Mint should let Kilger through here. But we'll have to wait and see.
Looking by his actions so far this race, I'm not sure he's going to let any space for anyone.
No, Liam he knows he's got a podium. He knows he can get a podium here. So he's going to be absolutely fighting for his life. But Mint is now right side by side with him. Can he make the move down into the chicane? He's going to be very, very close. Round the outside, he's going to go in the Ferrari. He's not close enough again. He'll have the DRS though heading into turn 1 and only being 2/10 behind. This surely is a done deal.
Oh, he takes his drive through now.
Yeah, Coy now only with a 3 second, but not good for him. He dives down the inside. He doesn't only have to dive down. He's already through. Is Mint Elephant and Kilger now going to make a move on Liam. Possibly a little bit opportunistic. The sides against it in the end. Couldn't make it work. And he'll have to go next lap on the final lap of the Grand Prix. And then will Mint let him through, or will Mint take the
Coy, you can
for
still get a
himself?
couple
Currently,
points here.
Oh yeah, Coy will get, as it stands, 1 point. If he can get set fastest lap in the process, of course he'll have 2. And if he can get ahead of Deaton by 3 seconds, he can take home 3 if he gets fastest lap. So, I mean,
only
every
1
point
lap to
counts in
pass
the
though.
championship fight. That is true, and only 1 lap to set fastest lap as well.
And they're side by
He's
side.
gonna try and make the move here.
Oh, a bit of contact. Wings should
Coy
be
will make
alright.
this move. Yeah, Coy will make this move. Wings are fine, and he's now got to make up that 3-second gap if he wants 2 points, or he's got to set fastest lap. And Liam is close to DRS on Mint still, but he's not got it now. So Kilger will make the move down the inside into turn 1. That's a done deal. And Callum's going to follow him. Callum trying to get himself up into P4. Can he make it work? P5, sorry. Can he make it work? He's going to try his absolute hardest. Liam's still there. Liam backs out. And Liam will take 8 points, I think. He's happy with that. Nowitzki's still there. He's going to try and fight back after being spun, but it's not looking good for him. Now, again, question is here. XM, do you think Kilger will be let through by Mint?
No. I don't see it happening. Unless he gets very close with the next DRS point, I don't think it's happening.
I think it's better for them in the championship, but of course Mint will want to be on the podium. That's the thing. He'll want to be there. So we'll see. Kilger now
he's
on
let
the
through.
soft lap fakes that DRS. Yeah, he's being let through. He is being let through. So Kilger will take the podium. Great teamwork there from Ferrari, and it is a 1, 2, 3, 4 for Aiden's Academy. And he will be absolutely buzzing with that one. Jacob wins. It's Bassi who comes home in second. Kilger comes home in third. That helps him in the championship. That will help him stay closer to Bassi and Jacob, possibly jump Coy, I don't know. Elephant comes home in P4, Callum P5, Liam P6, Lewinsky P7, Coy in P8 in the end, ahead of Matty actually. So Coy got the 3-second gap, very nicely done. Who got fastest lap is the question. And the answer is Jacob. He'll take home 26 points. Coy will take home 4. That's not helping him in the championship, is it? But you know what? Points are points, and he'll take it.
We'll hope for a much better race at Baku next week.
Yeah, we will hope. He will definitely hope for a much better race. I don't think we need to hope for a better race because that was an amazing, amazing race. Unfortunately, we do not have time for any interviews. We need to be swiftly moving on to Tier 1 here. But this is going to be an amazing Tier 1. And what a race we had in Tier 2. Very, very well done to Alfa Romeo and, of course, Ferrari as well. A 1, 2, 3, 4 with Alfa Romeo 1, 2 and Ferrari 3, 4. So, yeah, very, very well done. And, of course, we had a Dutch podium at the Dutch Grand Prix as well. That must add something to it. for Bassi. So yeah, very, very well done to all the drivers today who managed to finish. Only 11 managed that, so well done to all of those guys. And of course, well done to the winner and to second place. They started 1-2, they ended 1-2. Very nicely done from those guys. So yeah. Oh yeah, they need to show it all the way down. There you go. Showing it all the way down. Wonderful. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you tune in to Tier 1 for the huge announcement imminent. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and goodbye. Thank you XM for joining me.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys tune in for Tier 1 and of course all the other tiers next week. But Tier 1 will be coming your way in just